Hey, what's up, everyone? JX Rico here, coming at you with a movie haul. First off, I'd like to give a shout out to the San Francisco Giants today for defeating the Oakland A's 3-1 at AT&T Park. So congratulations, Giants, all the way. And so I went to my local Dimples Records today, and I picked up quite a few movies. I was just in awe to see the collection of they have over there, and I was there for hours looking through all their movies. So to start off, my first pickup, a classic starring Frank Sinatra and the beautiful Kim Novak, The Man with the Golden Arm. Um, I'm trying to build up my classic collection alongside, aside from Frank Sinatra, Paul Newman, Sidney Poitier. Um, I also have James Stewart, Cary Grant, Spencer Tracy. So a lot of those I'm trying to collect. But The Man with the Golden Arm, I saw this once on Netflix and I really enjoyed watching it, and I had to pick this one up. So good thing they had it over at Dimples, the only one, only copy. So yep. Next pickup is Arnold Schwarzenegger and Kindergarten Cop. A very different film. I mean, he's made films quite like this, sort of that kind of comedy drama. He was in Twins with Danny DeVito. But yeah, I mean, aside from all of his action films that he's made over the course of his career, this is a very different film, stepped in a different light in this category of genre of films. But yeah, it's an okay movie. I mean, as a kid, I used to watch this a lot, so I had to pick this one up. So yeah, Kindergarten Cop. Next up, I'm a big Tupac Shakur fan, so I had to pick this one up, add to my collection of Tupac movies. It's Poetic Justice, starring Janet Jackson and the man himself, Tupac Shakur. I've seen this a few times. I always passed on it though whenever I saw it over at like Fry's or even Target. But when I saw this half off for like $3.50, I had to pick this one up. So very good deal. Poetic Justice, starring Tupac Shakur and Janet Jackson. Next up, my all-time favorite, The Sandlot. I don't think anybody will ever dislike this film. A very classic childhood film of mine. DVD. I was going to pick this up for Blu-ray, but I got it for a very cheap price. It wasn't $4.99, it was about $2. So, Sandlot for DVD. A big Jackie Chan fan, aside from Bruce Lee. I always watched, I think I've seen like every single Jackie Chan film, but this one was one of my all-time favorites, and it's Jackie Chan's First Strike. Here's the back, the front. One of the many, many films Jackie Chan's made over the course of his career. He's made like Rumble in the Bronx, Operation Condor. One of my favorites, The Protector, which was made in the late 80s. He had Mr. Nice Guy. He has a bunch of films, but First Strike was always one of the movies that I've watched multiple times out of his collection. So yeah, very glad to have this one, Jackie Chan's First Strike. Next up, this is actually a sequel to an older movie, The Fugitive, starring Harrison Ford. It's the U.S. Marshals. Tommy Lee Jones reprises his role as the detective going after an innocent fugitive, or until proven innocent. But this one stars Wesley Snipes and Robert Downey Jr. Very, very action-packed film. Next up, more of a drama. I think this is directed by Robert Redford. The River Runs Through It, starring Brad Pitt and Tom Skerritt. Sort of like Legends of the Fall, or even The Legend of Bagger Vance. One of these compelling films that's worth a watch. It's kind of a long, slow movie, but it's one of those movies back in the mid-90s, I would say, that just sparked a new generation of films But yeah, one of Brad Pitt's finest films, A River Runs Through It. Next up, I remember watching this when I was, probably 10 or 11 or even younger than that. But it's Forever Young, starring Mel Gibson, Jamie Lee Curtis, and Elijah Wood. So here it is, Forever Young. Highly recommend watching this movie. Not many people know about this movie. One of Mel Gibson's films out there. But yeah, Forever Young. And I picked up a couple Blu-ray movies today as well. First up is Stir of Echoes, starring Kevin Bacon. One of probably his first horror movie, I would say. It's not really a horror; it's more of a thriller type movie. But Kevin Bacon in Stir of Echoes. I thought it was a pretty decent film when I watched it earlier. Had its moments, scary moments. But yeah, Stir of Echoes, starring Kevin Bacon. And I heard his new TV show, The Following, wasn't that good. But, never judge a book by its cover. So probably end up watching that TV show, checking it out, see if it's good or not. And lastly but not least, Big Trouble in Little China, starring Kurt Russell. Saw this for a very cheap price, so I had to pick this one up to add to my collection. Very action-packed film, very old film. Kind of a random film as well, too. But it's worth the watch. I recommend watching this. So yeah, these are my pickups for today. Hope you guys enjoyed watching. Please comment, like, subscribe. And Jake Sirico signing out.